Hello everyone, I'm here with the third session of the TradingView tutorial. In previous sessions, we started teaching the top bar and the left toolbar on the TradingView website, how to draw trend lines, support, resistance, and some other points, using tools like Fibonacci, the ruler, and various shapes. We covered adding indicators, removing them, changing time frames, and all other data we had. Now, we just need to go over the watch list, adding currencies to it and removing them, and managing this section of our TradingView account, basically. As you can see, on the right side of the screen, I have an option. It looks like a notebook, like a sheet of paper. I click on it, and it brings up a page which is my watch list. Initially, for you, DXY, some currencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum are displayed, and up here, for example, it says Forex. Somewhere, it says crypto, and it has listed various currency pairs below. You can delete all of them. Got it? Now, for example, look, I have an important section, charts that I look at every day. One is Ethereum to Bitcoin, and another is the dominance chart of altcoins excluding Ethereum. Ethereum and Bitcoin, Ethereum to Tether, Bitcoin to Tether. These were more important charts for me. I right-clicked here. Okay, if I click Remove Section, this section will be deleted. I right-click here, and there's an Add Section option. I click on the Add Section button, and for example, I'll name this new section Asgar's Currencies. Asgar wants me to check and review his currencies that are in my watch list every single day. And I'll put Asgar's currencies down here. Look, I accidentally put Pepe here. I'll drag it up. Now in the Asgar's currency section, I can add a new currency. I'll go to the top of the page where there's a plus sign. I can only do it from here. I click it. For example, I want Zcash to Tether on the Bybit exchange, specifically the perpetual or futures chart. There's a plus sign on the right. I click it and it's added. See? I have Zcash to Tether in my watch list now. It's under Asgar's currencies. No, it went there by mistake. I should move it to, say, today's strategy watch list. I'll bring it here. For instance, this big alarm is my own strategy and our group strategy, the currencies that change in our watch list every day. That's why I separated the Big L watch list. I add some currencies to it and remove them whenever I want. Maybe tomorrow's new currencies will be placed on our watch list according to our strategy. Well, if I want to delete it, there's a trash can on the right side. If I want to open any of these, I just need to click on it. Got it? Let me delete Zcash for now. I have a high-risk one. There are some currencies that I'm buying in stages for the medium term in the current market conditions. I think these currencies might have medium-term growth, so I put them in the high-risk section. These are the important ones. That's my way. You can name them whatever you want, like ABC. You can categorize them however you like. And there's some data. It gives me here about each of these. I can drag this to the right or left to resize it. Whenever I don't want it, I just click on this again and it disappears so I can see my chart more clearly. I click it again and it shows it to me. Now, let's look at the sections up here. Symbol is the ticker for the currency pair I have. I can see it more clearly now that I've dragged it over. Last price is its current price, the latest price of that currency. Its price is based on whatever is on the right of the pair. Ethereum's Bitcoin price is this much now, meaning if you have this much Bitcoin, you can buy one Ethereum. Now, the ones based on Tether are in dollars. For example, this CGPT USDT is now 12.37 cents or $0.12. It shows the last price. It shows the amount of change for me, the amount of change in the time that I might currently have on my chart. It says the prices changed this much. Percentage change says the price went up 0.11%. Why? Because it's green. Negative 0.78 is red, meaning its price or value dropped 0.78%. The value of the left currency relative to the right one I'm seeing in my currency pair. Well, this definitely isn't related to TradingView itself. Talking about currency pairs is something I usually cover more thoroughly in the videos where we teach about exchanges. I have an option below that I explained before in the first video. I said, if I want to set an alert on the chart, I right-click. At this level, I want to set an alert. For example, I'll say, at the price of 0.011, set an alert for me. So if it crosses, if the price reaches it, whether from below or above, if it hits this level, the alert will trigger for me. Okay, so I can manage it right here. I have the ability to pause it if I want, restart it whenever I need to, or I can remove it completely if I decide to. This way, I have full control over the alert and how it works. So this space is for that purpose. Well, we don't need the object tree at all, and we don't need my ideas either. There's a chat option if you feel like chatting with the TradingView community. You can come here and write whatever you want, and down here, I can also see the various events that are available to see. And I think these are analysis from other people posted on TradingView. For example, there's an analysis for BTC USDT. Someone posted it here, and I can click on it to see that person's analysis. To see how their analysis has progressed so far, I can click play, and it shows me how it's performed up to now based on this person's analysis. Well, let me see if I've missed anything else, just in case, so I don't let you down. I don't think there are any other points left. Of course, at the bottom of the screen, whichever currency I click on, for example, on Radium to Tether, this bottom section gives us some data about that coin, about that trading pair, like how much the price has changed, if the market is open, this market open. Well, the crypto market is always open. It's active. For instance, Forex is closed on weekends, so it would show market closed, so you see it's not tradable. This trading pair in any exchange or anywhere it can be traded on these days or at this specific hour. The market is closed now. You can't buy or sell it. It shows the trading volume here for me. It shows the average trading volume over the past month. It shows its performance, like for the past week, 1M means 1 month ago, 3M means 3 months ago, 6 months, and since the coin was launched, until now, and from 1 year ago, until now. It tells you how much profit it's in, or how much loss, meaning if you had bought this coin a year ago, you'd be up 773% now, but if you'd bought 3 months ago, you'd be down 13%. This is also something like the fear and greed index that I see down here. Currently, this coin's status is in a strong sell condition, meaning based on the particular phase or cycle that it is currently in, the majority of users or investors tend to have what you might call a selling mindset, or a tendency to want to sell this coin. In other words, most people are thinking about selling rather than holding or buying at this stage. The middle state, and in conditions where we're usually in the middle of a bull run in the market and we see sharp growth from the coins, it usually goes and sticks to strong buy, or in places where we experience a free fall in the market, it comes and sticks to strong sell. But well, it's not really data that I would rely on for my analysis or for my own trading. I hope you found this video helpful as well. At the start of the video, I don't say that if you liked it, subscribe to us, and if you like the video, be sure to like it and support us with your valuable comments. But I'd really appreciate it if this video was able to help you and you found it useful, then please use likes and your valuable comments to support us and make us happy. Wishing you minimal losses and success.